Have you ever found yourself in a situation where friends, family, co-worker, or anybody, for no reason, people plotting against you? Sometimes this happen for jealousy reason, for whatever reason. And here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, from verse 1 to verse 10, we have a interesting situation that I want to speak to you all about. What do you do when people plot against you? What do you do when people plot against you? Now, once we are living in this world, we are going to have enemies. Some we create, some we just don't create. People just naturally hate us. Good morning, all, and welcome to the Dixon's Devotion with Pastor Dixon. Here in the book of Isaiah, we see a situation where we have a king by the name of Ahaz. He was the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. I remember Uzziah was the king that after he died, Isaiah saw the Lord. So during his reign of his grandson Ahaz, something happened. The king of Ephraim, or the northern kingdom, which is known as Israel, hooked up with the king of Aram to plot and fight against Judah. Now, as I said, Ahaz was the king of Judah. And in verse 1, it said, reading from the NIV, when Ahaz, son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, was king of Judah, King Rezin of Aram, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, marched up to fight against Jerusalem, but they could not overpower it. And I like that. People try to plot against you, but if you put your trust in God and let God handle the situation, the Bible said they could not overpower it. In other words, they would not be able to overpower you. And sometimes in life, as I said, people might come against you. We have that in life. There's sometimes people who just not like you. And for every reason, maybe because of your success or something that you do that is successful and they're not successful, they develop a hatred, a jealousy against you. And so they plot. So children of God, remember this. Don't let it worry you. Don't let it shake you. And God is going to be on your side. Now look at what it said in verse 2. Now the house of David was told Aram has allied itself with Ephraim. So the hearts of Ahaz and his people were shaken as the trees of the forest are shaken by the wind. So when they heard this, when you hear, man, these two people are plotting against you, and probably these two people were powerful, maybe more powerful than you. Ephraim had, you could say, 10 tribes, and Aram was a whole nation going up against Judah, one tribe or 1.5 tribe, whatever it was. So probably they had more people, more military might, bigger clout than you. And then these people who hate you might be people who have bigger influence, greater influence, more friends. They have the captive audience, the media space, and they have more money than you, more resources than you, and they could make you feel bad. As a result of that, the Bible said when Ahaz and his people heard it, they were shaking like trees in the forest when the wind started to blow on them. They're trembling. Lord, these people are going to crush me. Have you ever felt yourself in a situation like this? And so it is with Ahaz and the people of Israel at the time when both these kings tried to ally themselves to destroy him. Now verse 3 said, Then the Lord said to Isaiah, Go out, you and your son, Shear Jashub. Now Shear Jashub in the Hebrew means a remnant shall return or a remnant shall be converted. It's very interesting when we look at the Bible, the study of the remnant. The study of the remnant. And that's the next study which we're going to. But God said, Isaiah, go with your son. So we realize now, those who didn't know, Isaiah had a son, and this is his son. Shear Jashub means a remnant shall return or a remnant shall be converted. He said, Go and meet Ahaz in the upper pool on the road of the launderer's field. Go by the launderer's field. Why he chose the launderer's field? That's a very important thing. Who was the launderers? The money launderers, where the people go and have their money exchange. He said, Go right there. Said to him, Be careful, keep calm, do not be afraid. I like that. Be careful, keep calm, and do not be afraid. These things. Be careful, keep calm, do not be afraid. If there are two things that when we find ourselves in situations like these, what we need to do, as the scripture said, we need to be careful, keep calm, and do not be afraid. So be careful, keep calm, and do not be afraid. So this is what God told here Ahaz. Be careful, keep calm, do not be afraid. Now what do you do when you find yourself in this situation? Based on the passage of scripture, do not be afraid, be careful, keep calm, do not be afraid, do not lose heart. See, when trouble comes, they terrorize us. When situations like this come, they terrorize us. It causes us to have fear, tremble. And the Bible said, be careful, first number one. In other words, be careful what you say to these people. Be careful what you talk to them, because sometimes you don't himself know, but God revealed it to you that these people are your enemy. Be careful. Not only that, keep calm. Do not be afraid. Do not lose heart. And these are the things when trouble comes to us, when we hear bad news in our lives. The Bible said, be careful, keep calm, do not be afraid, do not lose heart. Why? God has your back. God has your back. He has your back. And this is what he said. Said to him, because of these two smoldering stubs of firewood, because of the fierce anger of Rezin and Aram and of the sons of Ramallah, Aram's, Ephraim, and Ramallah's sons have plotted your ruin. So these people has plotted Ahaz's ruin. And the thing about it is, Ephraim is supposed to be Judah's brother's nation. They're related, the tribe of Judah. They had a split, but he is going to tag up with Aram to destroy his brother's country. Imagine that. And God revealed this. You know, sometimes people are plotting against you, you don't himself know. He didn't know. He thought these people were his friends. He didn't know that he thought these people were his friends. But behind his back, they're plotting against him. And so it is, sometimes we think these people are for us and they're plotting against us. They hate us to the guts and they're plotting against us. Have you ever found yourself in a situation like this? And God revealed it. God sent Isaiah the prophet and his son and said, Ahaz, these two nations are plotting against you. And this is what it said right here. Don't be afraid. He said, be careful with them. In other words, be careful what you say with them. Friends, there are times when you find out that there's certain people plotting against you, you got to be careful. Be careful what you say around them. Be careful what you say to your friends. Be careful what you say. limit your talk to them, limit what you say, limit your association. Not only that, do not be afraid. Don't let it terrorize you like the tree in the wind that shakes in the wind. Not only that, do not lose heart. God is on your heart, this side. Put that into the hands of the Lord. And he said in verse, Aram, Ephraim, our Mala sons have plotted your ruin. Yes, yeah, when you say that people are so evil, they plot your ruin, try to set you up, try to make you look bad in front of the boss, try to make you look bad in front of your friends, said all kind of evil and spread malicious things against you. They are plotting for your ruin. Imagine. And they said, let us go and invade Judah. Verse 6. And make the son of Tabeel king over it. Let us go and take him down, man. Especially those in leadership. Sometimes people are against you and they want to bring you down. Let us go against them and bring them down. Bring them down. Yet this is what the sovereign Lord says. You see, yes, man have the say. Let them have the say. But I always say this. God has the last say. God has the last say. Remember that man say is one thing, but God say is the most important thing. And this is what they say. We're going to bring him down, especially those in leadership. Watch it. There's a lot of people around you who don't like you. Bring you down. Some plot against you. And it said, Sovereign Lord said. This is what the Lord is saying now. So the Sovereign Lord said, it will not take place. It will not happen. For the head of Aram is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is only Rezin. Within 65 years, Ephraim will be too shattered to be a people. The head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is only Ramallah, son. If you do not stand firm, I like this part. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. And this is where we're going to end. In all of this, God wants us to do something. Be careful. Keep calm. Be afraid. Do not lose heart. And here in verse 8, the latter end of verse 8, if you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. As much as God is sovereign, which we all know, God expects you to do something so you could stand. Yes, God was with Isaiah. God promised Ahaz that these people will not come up against him. They will not overpower him. But God said with a condition. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. So when these things happen, remember it's a trial of your faith. God is testing how strong you are, how much you trust him. Do not look at the size of the enemy. Do not look at how people plot against you and don't like you. The most important thing you want to understand, if God is with you, who can be against you? The Bible said right here, if you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. So in trials and difficulty, no matter how the rock you are shaky, when people plot against you, stand firm in your faith. Otherwise, you would not stand at all. So the key to success when people come against you is to stand firm in your faith. Saints, have a wonderful day, and may the Lord blessings be with you. And remember, if you like this YouTube channel, please remember to subscribe, to like, to share, comment, and tell a friend. Now, have a wonderful day, and may the Lord's blessings be with you.